Greetings to one and all present here. I'm Robin Ahuja, a member of the Cadet Club of Mangalam World School, Vikaspuri, New Delhi, India. And I would like to talk about the dark side of the moon. Every human on earth has a bright side as well as a dark side attached to them. None of them can exist without the absence of the other. We make choices in our lives, and the only difference in our choices is whether they're inclined towards the brighter side or the darker side. Now, we all are aware of the problems the world is facing today. Now, let us imagine if you glimpse the future and you're frightened about what you saw. What would you do with that information? Would you go to politicians or captains of industry? And how would you convince them? With facts, data, good luck. Because the only facts that they won't challenge are the ones that keep the wheels greased and the dollars rolling in. The probability of widespread annihilation is going up. Bees and butterflies have started to disappear. Glaciers are melting, algae blooms, and we won't take the hint. Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Global warming is at its peak. Now, explain me this one. There are simultaneous epidemics of obesity and starvation. In one part of the world, people are getting obese day by day, whereas there comes another part of the world where people don't have a drop of water to drink and they are starved to death. So, this is the dark side of the world, my friends, because we all are aware of the problems, yet we tend to ignorance. Now, our world is so ironical, I must say. Countries like Nicaragua and El Salvador don't have any internet access. Then it comes another part where it is so adversely affected that it leads to cybercrime. So much so that nowadays in the news we can see that even political elections of various countries have threats of getting rigged. Now, in every moment there is a possibility of a better future. But people won't believe it. And because they won't believe it, they won't do what is necessary to make it a reality. They believe in this apocalyptic future and they don't try to make an effort because of one reason. And that is because the future doesn't ask anything of you today. Yes, our actions will have consequences, not today but tomorrow. But because of the very fact that today we are not getting affected, we won't do anything. According to me, it's my personal opinion that people have a life motto. That is, ignorance is bliss. But ask yourself once, is ignorance really bliss? Now, history has influenced us in a very wrong direction, I must say. Now, it has influenced us in the theory of hospitalization. Seems a pretty big word, right? I'll tell you what hospitalization is. It is the creative destruction of something for the betterment of society. Now, it is named after George Hospen, who was the architect of Paris. We all know Paris is the city of lights, it is the city of love. But do you understand what were the repercussions in making such a beautiful city? How was Paris adorned by George Hospen? I'll tell you. Billions of people were displaced. People lost their homes. There were so many IDPs, internally displaced persons. Now, that is hospitalization. Another point. Joseph Stalin empowered the USSR, but by brutal and harsh methods. That is hospitalization. I guess that is too much information, right? Now, let's talk about movies. What's up, Marvel fans? I'm a big fan of Marvel. I bet most of you must have watched Avengers Infinity War. The antagonist in the movie, Thanos, wiped out half the Earth's population, like literally half the Earth's population gone. But the ideology in his mind, the very purpose for which he did that was to bring stability in the world. Now, in no way am I supporting his actions, but what I'm trying to convey is understand the very rationale, the very thinking in his mind. That thinking was very noble, but the means to do, the method to do was incorrect. So, a question posed to all of you. Do development and destruction always go together? History has influenced us to believe in the affirmative, but The answer is no. There are other examples that I'd like to cite. Martin Luther King Jr. ended racism with peaceful means. Mahatma Gandhi brought India independence by using the method of satyagraha, that is non-violence. Abraham Lincoln brought an end to slavery with peaceful means as well. Hence, we have been influenced in a very wrong direction, and development can be brought without destruction. Now I'd like to say the dark side of the world is that people have a mindset that their actions represent the brighter side, but in reality, it reflects their darker personality. As I began with that we are all are aware of the problems of the world. We are also aware of the solutions. It's just that, as I mentioned before, we are moving towards ignorance and the darker side. But we can still change this. We can still move towards the brighter side. It's all the matter. It's all about the choices that we make. In the end, I'd like to conclude with once even the devil was once an angel. Thank you.